Hello friends, welcome to the Anatomy Hub. Today we will study about the zygomatic bone, that is also known as the zygoma, or you can say the cheekbone, or you can say the malar bone. So here you can see in this highlighted green area is the uh, representation of your zygomatic bone. So this zygomatic bone that also takes part in forming the floor of the orbital cavity that you can observe over here, as well as the temporal fossa and the infratemporal fossa that also you can observe here. Here you will find the temporal fossa and here you will find the infratemporal fossa. So this infratemporal fossa that is also formed by the zygomatic bone. So this zygomatic bone that articulates with four bones, like with the maxilla, with the temporal bone that you can observe over here, and with the sphenoid bone and the frontal bone. So each zygomatic bone has the three surfaces: the orbital surface, over here, that is connected with the body of the zygomatic bone, and that forms the prominence of the cheekbone that proceeds inferolaterally, and it extends into the temporal bone that you can observe over here, and it also extends towards the maxilla over here, and it also extends towards the temporal bone over here, and it also goes towards the sphenoid bones. So the orbital surface that you can observe over here, that is actually the part of the body, and it is perforated by a small foramen. That foramen is your zygomaticofacial foramen. Okay, so that is not visible over here in this model, but you will see the a foramen over here, that is the zygomaticofacial foramen, which allows passage of the zygomaticofacial nerve. So after this orbital surface, we will have the processes, that is the frontal process that you can observe over here. So this is the individual bone, the zygomatic bone, and here you can see one of the process that is going towards the frontal bone. Okay, that is projects upward to articulate with the frontal bone superiorly, and the uh, sphenoid bone medially. Okay, so this is the frontal process. Here it articulates with the frontal bone, and here it articulates with the sphenoid bone. Like that, here we will find the frontozygomatic suture. This is the right zygomatic bone. So here this is the suture, the frontozygomatic suture, that is in between the frontal bone and the zygomatic bone. Like that, we will find the maxillary process that you can observe over here. So this maxillary process of the zygomatic bone, that is projects forward for articulation with the maxilla. Like that, we will find the temporal process of the zygomatic bone. So this temporal process of the zygomatic bone that projects backward to join the zygomatic process of the temporal bone, and that forms a arch So that arch is your zygomatic arch. Like that we will find the temporozygomatic suture over here. So this temporozygomatic suture is the line that actually marks the union of your zygomatic process of the temporal bone with the temporal process of the zygomatic bone. So like this you will find the zygomatico-maxillary suture, okay, at this point. So this zygomatico-maxillary suture, that is the line which actually marks the point of articulation of the zygomatic process of the maxilla with the zygomatic bone. So in this model you can observe that this is the maxillary process of the zygomatic bone, and here you can see this is the maxilla, means your zygomatic process of the maxilla, and this is the maxillary process of the zygomatic. So they makes a suture over here. So this suture is your zygomatico maxillary suture, okay. So like that, here you will find this is your temporal process of the zygomatic bone, and here you will find the zygomatic process of the temporal bone. So both these two, they makes a arch over here. So this arch is your zygomatic arch. Like that, here you will find the frontal process of the zygomatic bone, and here you will find the zygomatic process of the frontal bone. Now here they makes a suture over here. So this suture is your uh, zygomatico frontal suture. Like that, the zygomatic bone that also articulates with the sphenoid bone medially, that you can observe over here, that this is the frontal process of the zygomatic, but it is the medial portion that articulates with the greater wing of the sphenoid over here. So here they makes a suture over here. So this suture is your zygomatico sphenoid suture. Now in this model we will see what are the surfaces of your zygomatic bone. So here you will find this is actually the lateral surface of the zygomatic bone. So this lateral surface or the malar surface of the zygomatic bone is the external surface of the zygomatic bone, and it forms the lateral part of the face. Like that, here you will find the orbital surface that you can observe over here. So this orbital surface of the zygomatic bone that forms the lateral surface of the orbit, and it is continuous with the orbital surface of adjacent bones. So near its orbital border you will find one or two small openings that is known as your zygomaticofacial foramen, and it can sometimes be absent also. So this openings leads into the zygomatic nerve and is a passage for the zygomatic nerve and zygomatic blood vessels. Like that you will find a zygomatic canal. So this zygomatic canal that cannot be visible over here, because that is the passage within the zygomatic bone, and starting with the opening on the orbital surface at the zygomatico-orbital foramen and leading to openings on the temporal, or you can say the zygomatico-temporal foramen, and the facial surface, you can say the zygomaticofacial foramen of the zygomatic bone. So this zygomatic nerve that divides into many branches, and the zygomatic blood vessels that pass through this zygomatic canal. So now we'll see the articulation of this zygomatic bone. So several bones they articulate surrounding to this zygoma, mainly the frontal bone that you can observe over here. So this frontal bone via the frontozygomatic suture, which creates the rounded form of the bony orbit. Like that, you will find the zygomatic process of the temporal bone that you can observe over here, that linked by the temporozygomatic suture that you can observe over here. So the zygomatic process of the maxillary bone that you can observe over here, that articulated by the zygomatico-maxillary suture that you can observe over here, which again forms another aspect of the bony orbit, as well as it is supporting the facial tissue and it pronouncing it to form the cheekbone over here. So the zygomatic bone that also serves as a place of insertion for the masseter muscle that you can observe over here. So this zygomatic bone has the inferior border that you can observe over here. So this inferior border of the zygomatic bone that is directed posteriorly and inferiorly, and it gives origin to the masseter muscle that you can observe over here. Like that, we will find the infraorbital margin. Okay, so the infraorbital margin that you can observe over here. So this orbital margin marks the anterior border of the orbital socket or eye socket, and the lower part of the margin that is called as the infraorbital margin, and it is formed by the maxilla and zygomatic bones. Like that, you will find the lateral surface of the zygomatic bone, that is the external surface of this bone, and it forms the lateral part of the face. You will find the orbital border over here. So this orbital border that is of this zygomatic bone that forms the anterolateral border of the orbit, and you will find the orbital surface over here that already have discussed, and we will find the temporal border. So this temporal border of this zygomatic bone that marks the upper posterior border of the bone, and it is continuous with the temporal line of the frontal bone anteriorly and with the upper border of the zygomatic arch posteriorly. It gives attachment to the temporal fascia. Like that, you will find the temporal surface also. So this is your temporal surface of the zygomatic bone that faces medially and posteriorly. It has borders with the maxilla, with the sphenoid bone, and with the frontal bone. So here you can see this zygomatic bone, it gives origin to a muscle over here. That muscle is your lateral surface of your zygomatic bone. So this muscle is known as your zygomaticus major muscle origin. Okay, like that, here at the suture you will find there is the origin of your zygomaticus minor muscle. So this is your zygomaticus major muscle origin and the zygomaticus minor muscle origin, and here you will find the origin of your masseter muscle. Okay, the superficial part of the masseter muscle that takes origin from the zygomatic arch. The entire zygoma that matures through a process, that is the ossification of this zygoma through the intramembranous ossification. So this zygomatic bone, that is the second most common area of fracture in the face, especially at the left frontal process, that you can observe over here. At this point you will find the fracture points. So this is your fracture point for the zygomatic bone due to the impact of your car accident or a blow from a fist. That depends upon the severity of the dislocation. The bone can either move slightly along its sutures or more severely in an anterior direction, medial direction, or in lateral direction, or in posterior direction. That depends upon the severity of the fracture. So clinically you should check the symptoms, that is the pain, a flattened cheekbone, swelling, a subconjunctival hemorrhage, or any bone displacement and mobility of the zygoma, or the diplopia, the paresthesia, or a lowered lateral portion of the palpebral fissure due to the downward displacement of the lateral ligament. So friends, here we have completed the osteology of the zygomatic bone. So thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for the new videos. Thank you.